Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a productive day in my life. Here you can see me waking up, or at least trying to wake up. It was 8:30 in the morning, which is when I usually wake up anyway, but I was feeling extra lazy today. It is the 12th of February 2021 and we have a lot of stuff that we have to do today. Here I finally decide to get up, and the first thing I do when I wake up is I drink some water. I don't check my phone, I drink some water. It's really good for you to keep your metabolism going, and it also freshens you up and wakes you up in the morning. After I'm actually out of bed, I like to make my bed as the first thing I do. It just makes you feel a lot more productive, and it's something you can check off your list of doing. It also makes your room look a lot tidier once you have your bed all nice and neat. I also do believe in the saying that a clear space equals a clear mind. So if I have a clearer environment, it makes me feel a lot more productive, and I feel like I can get more work done and there are less distractions. I then like to let in some of the natural light. I think having a well-lit room is also a very good way to stay productive. And I also like to open the windows and let in some fresh air. It was a really frosty day outside, but it was sunny and there was still some snow from the previous day. You guys know I can't live without my coffee, so here I'm just grabbing some breakfast and I have my piping hot coffee ready to go. After I got my breakfast, I decided to go outside and enjoy some of the fresh air. It was such a beautiful day outside, the sun was shining, and even though there was a chill in the air, it just felt really nice to be outside and breathing in some of that fresh oxygen that I think is very necessary for you. So this is where the grind begins. I decided that I needed to declutter my desk before I started working. So here you can see me just removing the things off my desk before going to get a wipe, and I wiped down my whole desk, and then I repositioned everything on there how I think I would like it, how it's most convenient for me. And this is what the desk looks like after I had finished decluttering. I also decided to light a candle. I love having candles lit while I'm working or while I'm being productive. I then finished adding some things to my to-do list that I had to do that day. I had already written a couple of things down the night before, which is when I like to make my to-do lists usually, but a few things had been released that morning that I needed to do that day, so I'm just adding them onto my list. And then I had a Teams meeting from 11 till 1 for one of my modules.
Let me first start then by sharing my screen for lecture 1. So actually, can I have a show of hands, please? This is completely, there's no prejudice whatsoever. Can you stick your hand up if you've worked through the 4 lectures? It just lets me pitch things a little bit better. Function and any type of deviation in that structure could affect the activity. And we work right the way back from the start to show that DNA contains the instructions required to make this protein. It's transcribed into messenger RNA through that process of transcription, and then translated into protein through that process of translation.
So after my Teams meeting, I had to go through some of my lectures for that day. This specific lecture is one for my molecular cell biology module. If I haven't mentioned it anywhere, then I actually study biomedical sciences. So what I like to do with my lectures is I like to copy and paste the slides and the images onto a Word document, and then after I'm done copying and pasting those things, I go back and I listen to the audio of the lecture, or like the transcript of the lecture, and then I add in more information that might have been missed off during the PowerPoint. So it started to get really gloomy outside, and by now it was like almost 2 p.m, so I decided to go get some lunch. And then after eating lunch, I carried on with another one of my lectures for the same module. And again, same process. I copied and pasted the information and the images from the PowerPoint slides onto the Word document. And then afterwards, I went and I listened to the transcript of the actual lecture and added in more information that I missed off. Quite some time later, I decided to get a snack, and then I decided that I wanted to go on a walk. So the walk ended up being longer than I intended, but I am now back and it is currently 7:30, and I had to carry on with some work for my case study module. There were some questions that were unanswered from the last session that we had, so I just went through them and I went onto Google and I looked up the questions, copied and pasted the answers, and then I cut out bits that were irrelevant to what we were talking about, and I added some more bits in that were relevant to the content that we were already doing. So going through lectures and reading the material and writing up your own notes actually takes such a long time. It takes me a minimum of 2 hours per lecture to copy and paste and then go through and cut and go through, listen to the audio, add in more information, fine-tune that information. So it's actually now really much later. I didn't actually end up managing to finish until about 9 p.m. That's when I actually shut down my laptop and thought, you know what, that's enough for today. But I'm actually very proud of myself because I managed to get done everything that I needed to for today, meaning I had the weekend free and all to myself. So I put some final touches onto my case study notes, and then I didn't film it, but I also put together my exam questions from the previous quizzes that we'd been given, and that was me complete. It was 9 p.m. by now and I was really tired, so that is the end of today's productive day in my life. I decided to log off. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below letting me know how you like to stay productive. See you guys next time. Bye.